Veronica. Live at the scene here, Paul and Barnabas were preaching in the Jewish synagogue to the Jews and Greeks. They seemed to believe that these two men were preaching until a group of people, who we believe are Jewish, came up and began to steer them in the wrong direction. They convinced the Jews and the Greeks that Paul and Barnabas were wrong about what they were preaching. We still don't know who the group of wrong or incorrect people are, but we are working on that right now. Well, while we figure that one out, I guess it's back to you, Veronica.
Well, thank you very much, Jim, for all that information. As we wait for the rest of the information from everyone on the scene, let's talk about the consequences these two men await. As we know, there are many, many people out there who oppose others for their Christian beliefs. People are stoned, crucified, beheaded, and many other gruesome punishments for their beliefs. I mean, it's a little outrageous. These people here are... Oh, wait, we have our information from Jim now. The group of men who are spreading the information full of lies are called the reptiles? Wait, no, sorry. Jim, we can't hear you very well over here. The percentiles. The crocodiles? Oh, the Gentiles, okay. And also, for some reason, there's a cucumber in my mug. Okay, it's back to Jim, ladies and gentlemen.
As you heard Veronica struggle there, the group is called the Gentiles. This particular group's job is to spread false information about the good news. Now let's go talk to the young men who is preaching the right information in the synagogue.
Saw in the video, there was a man. We have identified the man as John Mark. We have just received the information now. According to Dave, our information guy, Paul wanted to go back to the cities where he and Barnabas had preached so he could see how they were doing. Barnabas, however, wanted to bring along John Mark. But since he had deserted Paul and Barnabas on a previous trip, Paul rejected the idea. The two got into an argument and went their separate ways. Paul chose Silas to go with him on his next journey, and Barnabas took John Mark. Unfortunately, we have realized that this ends our journey with Paul and Barnabas, so this is a dedication to them. We enjoyed following you wonderful men, watching you guys perform miracles, changing others' lives, changing Christianity, and so many other things. You both have changed everything for me, and when I say that, I'm sure I'm speaking for everyone. So I thank you both for that. And because we have nothing else to live for, we will officially be ending the continuation of JI5. And honestly, my mouth is a little dry. Can somebody please pass me my coffee? Wait! Oh my gosh! There's another cucumber in here? Come on! Ugh, take this back. Get our tech guy on it. This is Veronica Roth, and not Jim Lieb due to his sad nature. Signing off forever.
Where are Peter and what's his name?
You mean Paul and Barnabas?
Oh yes, so where are they?
Jim? They're gone.
What? When did they leave?
About 5 minutes after we arrived at the scene.
Really? Well, back to Veronica the harmonica.
Thank you, Jim. That was never funny and never will be. As we see these mysterious men, well, not so mysterious considering we know their names, we wonder here at JI5, Jerusalem Israel 5, why are these men going from place to place preaching? And are they dedicating their lives to this dangerous journey? And there's a cucumber still in my mug. We need a crew member on that. Can I get someone over here?
Oh yeah.
Alright, back to Jim.
Riding back to the station, we think that these two men are headed to another city. We have not figured out what the city is, but we plan to know the destination soon. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say, gentilemen? So funny. That'll never get old.
Yeah, you think that, buddy?
Well, that was Veronica Roth and me, Jim Lieb. Thank you for listening. We'll get back to you sometime, maybe next week.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. While you were catching up on your sports with Steve and watching your commercials, we figured out where the two men, Paul and Barnabas, were. They were preaching in the synagogue. The two men are right now in Lystra. They are there preaching to the people. Apparently, Veronica's over there right now. I don't know why she is, but there seems to be something going on right now over in Lystra. So now, we are going over to Veronica.
Thanks, Jim. Right now I'm at the scene where the two men, Paul and Barnabas, are preaching to the people again. Although right now it seems that Paul is just speaking to one man. Josh, zoom in on the action here.
Alright, here we go.
Thank you very much, Josh.
You're very welcome. Veronica, so you want to go forward?
Josh, just shut up. Now is not the time. We are witnessing something that we'll probably never see happen again. Just like your dumb question.
Wow, okay.
Are you crying? Whatever, never mind. Just focus on Paul and that crippled guy. Oh geez, he looks like my uncle on a good day.
Wait, what's wrong with your uncle?
Josh, he had a stroke, okay? Just stop. Shh.
I'm sorry, but you know, I can help take care of your uncle. I work with paralyzed people. I used to be a caregiver. I could move in and...
Whoa, wait, what's he doing? Zoom in closer, Josh.
Okay, there you go. What's happening?
Shh, just watch. Whoa, oh my gosh, wow. Did he just...
I think he did.
Josh, camera on me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you just saw, Paul and just made a crippled man walk. Isn't that amazing? It's like a work from God. The crippled man appears to be walking with Barnabas and Paul under their next journey. We'll be tracking down these wonderful men. We will be there each step of the way to see the wonders of their journey. This is Veronica Roth, signing off JI5. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your day. Ladies and gentlemen, we have received some very gruesome information. Jim, would you like to present?
Yes, thank you, Linda. We've been told a few moments ago that Paul was stoned. We are not sure if he's dead or alive yet, but I think it's safe to say that he's in fact dead. Here's some footage of that right now. As you see here, Paul is not running away or avoiding the rocks that much. It seems to me that he is taking this beating maybe for the love of God or for Christianity. I'm not sure. The exact information that we are seeing right now is, oh my gosh, the man is alive. Paul was stoned to near death and was dragged out of the city. The people assumed he was dead, but once he was escorted out on the ground, very rudely the disciples stood over him. If you don't know who the disciples are, they're the followers of Jesus. Before the death of Jesus, there were 12 of them, but because of the betrayal of one disciple, Judas, there are only 11. There is more to the story than that, but we will save that for another time. Anyway, the disciples had stood for Paul, and just like that, he stood up.
Really? Just like that? He just stood up?
I mean, I guess. That is what the report said. Hold on, we have more. Apparently, he went back into Lystra to go get Barnabas and continue their journey.
You know, Jim, these men sound quite like a good duo. I mean, they seem like they can do anything. It's incredible, don't you think?
You are very, very right, Veronica. They can do anything. They are unstoppable.
Well, thank you for listening at this hour. This is Veronica Roth and Jim Lieb on JI5 signing off. Goodbye, everyone.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we see changes in the church. Our two very special good news pioneers have decided to appoint elders as the heads of the church. They have decided that the elders should be the earthly heads, as God is the heavenly head of the church. God is both the ruler of heaven and earth. But Paul and Barnabas think that we also need an earthly head figure of the church. I personally think this is a very good idea, honestly. What about you, Veronica?
I think it is, very much so.
I think so too. I think it's a very good idea.
Nobody asked Josh.
Jeez, Veronica, you don't have to be so mean.
What? I was just coughing.
I'm just doing my job. I'm sorry, Veronica.
I didn't say anything. Jerk.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say ladies and Jen?
Jim, that joke was never funny. Please just stop.
Well then, we will see you tomorrow on JI5. This is Jim Lieb
And Veronica Roth.
signing off. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to JI5. Today we will be discussing our two preacher men, Paul and Barnabas. Man, I love those guys. What about you, Veronica?
Well, Jim, I think probably the same thing. Those men, Paul and Barnabas, are fantastic. I mean, those men are just so good. Even after what happened to our good man, Paul, he still continued to go and preach. I mean, criticism after criticism, and they both still go back. I will say this, those two men are just brave. Don't you think, Josh?
Really? You want to know what I think? I mean...
Josh, whatever. You just ruined your chances here.
Well, back to our preaching pioneers. The apostles had a meeting about the issues with the converted Gentiles. The Jews think that these newly converted people are unclean and don't want them in their religion whatsoever. I personally think that this would not send the message of join the church. I mean, do you?
I guess so too. I mean, if I was looking to join a religion because I believe that God is the only God, I definitely would not feel welcomed at all. I mean, that would make me totally rethink my decision.
The apostles debated over the topic of Mosaic laws and which ones should be kept and which ones should not apply to those who received salvation through Christ. The apostles could not determine if they should keep the laws of Moses or depart from them.
Well, Jim, that is just awesome information here. What do you think they're going to say?
Well, I don't quite know. I would say that all the Mosaic rules should apply to everyone in that religion. There shouldn't be exceptions for people if you are truly a servant of God. You should always follow all the rules. I mean, it's just plain and simple. You should always follow the rules God has set out for you.
Yes, Jim, you should. We are all equally children of God. All of us.
Well, that's it on JI5. I'm John Leib.
And I'm Veronica Roth.
Sign off. See you guys tomorrow. Welcome back to JI5. Today we've received information that one of our dearest friends, Josh, aka the cameraman, has been fired.
Well, let me just tell you, everybody, I just went and saw the Ten Commandments movie, and it was, oh my gosh, fantabulous.
Incredible.
It was, yes, thank you. It was directed by Ryan Stolman, so would you expect anything less? Anyway.
Thank you, Veronica. Moving on. He had some unresolved conflicts with a former co-worker of mine, who we will not name, and refused to make up with the other person. Josh, it was a pleasure working with you. If you're watching, Josh, really was a nice guy. He really, really was such a strong, beautiful man.
Jim, no. He was so mean to you. What's wrong with you? Josh was such a horrible person. He hurt you, and not just emotionally, physically, all the time.
He's not bad. Come on. We were just fight buds.
Jim, you never fought back. Not once.
Well, that's awful.
Josh, why?
Okay, well, we'll get back to you tomorrow. I'm Veronica Roth, without Jim Leib, and JI5, signing off.
Good morning, everyone. As you see, we are not at our usual filming area, and Veronica is behind the camera due to Josh's leaving. Welcome back to JI5. Today we're discussing Peter's thoughts on this ongoing issue with a few days ago. And our apologies for getting back to you late. Things haven't been very easy. We have been getting a lot of new information. But let's go on to today's topic. Peter had addressed this issue and has said that he does not believe in circumcision. He believes that we do not need to physically harm ourselves for God, but to show it in our actions and our heart. Peter talked about his experience with the Gentile Cornelius and how he did not need to be circumcised in order to receive salvation. This was because Peter believed that circumcision did not need to be physical, but it can be within oneself. He argued that it's not through the flesh that God considers people unclean, but is based on their heart. After this, the apostles came to the one accord. They talked about the other laws that they should keep still, and the common laws they had with the Gentiles. We have been working together reading. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We've received some news about Paul and Barnabas. Nothing too bad. No one's hurt. Well, I wouldn't say that. My heart is.
Paul and Barnabas.
Paul, Barnabas, don't leave me!
Well, where were we? Right, Paul and Barnabas have decided to split ways. We will show you footage of them saying goodbye right now.